And at that point, they should be held accountable for their actions, especially to make sure that the victims are the ones who are given justice right now in the justice system.
Rodney Davis, Manny Smith, thank you so much for being with us on the programme as we just begin to get an idea of what is in this huge cache of documents being released right now by the US Justice Department in relation to the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein.
They saying late sex offender, right? As if he did. They say he killed himself in jail. I don't believe that. Billionaire. I don't think he hung himself. That's what is appear to be said. Just like they saying Diddy jetish flying around all over the earth in New Zealand and all these other places outside the United States. And it's a clone of Diddy in jail. These files, these Jeff Epstein files, I want you to keep in mind that with these files, you're not getting the whole file as you should. Like, just like with the Kanika case. When we got the video, it's like, okay, again, as I said before, it's 10:15, the next frame, 10:38, next frame, 10:44. Joe, let the video run smooth through, you know what I mean? Because some things been, you know, altered. So I'm going to pretty much say that's kind of what it was. You know, even like I say, with this Epstein file, we know that Donald Trump's name was in it, you know, during the time, you know, him being president-elect. Now all of a sudden, you know, he has no dealings in it and he's not, you know, a part of it. I don't believe that. He got too much power, too much pull, you know what I mean? And like them there a whole another 3 years of presidency, they not going to let that rock because other than that, it won't be released. He still got power and pull. He can make a phone call, he'll make a phone call there and things get done. But now you got some dude come out talking about if these files have been tampered with or, you know, altered, that, you know, these people will be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. I don't believe that. I don't believe that we getting everything we supposed to see. They gonna throw some people under the bus, but the full, you know, when you first hit the law, when it's supposed to hit back then, it's supposed to hit then. Why you need another 6 months before you release these files? Like, what are we doing? These files supposed to have been released when it first, you know, when they first got it. And I think, like I said, about 4, 5, 6 months ago, it's supposed to be released then. 6 months is way enough time to, you know, to alter something, take a lot of people out, you know, remove all types of tag, plane rides, tickets bought, video footage, you know, you know, a lot of things, you know, can be removed within the with the time frame of about 4, 5, 6 months. So now they saying, oh, it's released. It's like, it's not even a rush at this point. This is not a rush, you know, because when we wanted to see it, when it was supposed to be seen, we didn't see it. Y'all put it on hold, and, you know, the spokesperson was like, you know, they kind of threw it on the bus when they started asking about the Epstein file, when Trump was doing an interview a couple of months ago. Like, man, there's all this stuff been altered, man. You think they gonna, you know, just go like that to the public? Like, and don't get me wrong, you know, they saying bro's a pedophile. Yeah, Epstein, that could be the case, you know, but let's be, you know what I'm saying, for real. We been knew these things was going on. This ain't nothing that just started happening. You know, they saying Snoop was doing sex rings and Kanye West, you know, we know Jay-Z and, you know, bro, everybody's in one big circle. So,
you know if any of your family got some glue?
I'll call the girl next door. I don't think she there though. You know. Sorry about that. Again, like I say, I don't know that you know, all this stuff that's been going on. You understand? So let's just wait and see. It's gonna be a lot of people talking about it. I jumped on it. The file was just released 38 minutes ago. These files ain't. It's a lot of nothing in there. You know what we looking for? They alter all that. They gonna get his court cases and this. Don't nobody want to see that. What names was on that list? That's what we're looking for. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to the cake and the cherry. You understand? Y'all want to show us, well, yeah, you know, This is what happened with his trial, you know, his childhood. With the lady this. Who names was on that list? It's what we want to see. That's it. We don't care about dude's life and this and that. We know who he was. We know what he did. That's not the thing. What we want to know is who participated. It's just like, you know, coming up. You had that one, you know, guy on the block that went, you know, that was, you know, how can he say? He was Rainbow, from the Rainbow. And we understand that coming up. This guy's clearly Rainbow. Everybody accept that. So, you know, he living his truth. What's important, or what people, you know, want to understand, it was who was playing with this Rainbow cat. You know, in other words, you out on the block, you shooting dice, you with your pants sagging, got the straw in your mouth, you know what I'm saying? You know, you throwing up the gang sign, you hitting the Chevy 812s, you know what I'm saying, in the trunk. You know, could you be messing around with Rainbow Bright? See, that's the thing. We don't care about Rainbow Bright. We know who that is. What we want to know is who among us that's playing with Rainbow Bright, you know, and acting like, you know, they one of the guys. You get what I'm saying? So that's kind of what we saying with the Epstein. We know what he was. We know how he get down. That ain't what people was looking for. What the people is looking for is who participated with this creep. That's what we want to know. We can leave all that. You talking about 100,000 pages? Why you giving us 100,000 pages for what, man? We don't care nothing about that, bro. Give us the names that was on that list. That's what people's worried about. The file, the name, the log. That's what we want to know. Who jumped on that plane? Who was out there playing with them little girls, them little boys? You know what I mean? But then come out there and you do a big fundraiser. That's what we want to know. And until that's revealed, which I don't think you're gonna ever get the whole true log. A lot of names been removed. People of importance. You think we're gonna take these people down just because they done laid up with some young teenager girl? They're not gonna do that. They're not gonna do that. You know what I mean? Nah. You know, it has no use to it. It has no use to it. So again, you know, moving forward, I'm gonna sit back and I'm a back catch this thing and see, you know, in the upcoming hours, days, or months, how this gonna play out. Because everybody gonna jump all over it. You heard it from me first. Them files been altered. You're not gonna get what you think you're gonna get some names. I'm like, and they gonna throw some names on there to throw you off. Like, wow, I didn't know. Oh, wow, you know what I'm saying? You know, we got Dave Chappelle on here. Oh, I'm just saying allegedly. Hey, you know what I'm saying? You know, we got, you know, certain people on that. What? Prince was on there. Michael Jackson went. Oh, Bill Cosby name. You know, they're going to throw a lot of names to really throw you off. But what's going to end up happening is, them names going to be there to throw you off, to, you know, deter you from who name we really, you know what I'm talking about. We certain people name on that or whatever, you know, but it's certain names on there that shouldn't be on there. That's what the smoke and mirror is going to be. That's what they're going to throw you a lot of names that can give you enough to talk about, but it's going to throw a curveball for the names who we really looking for. Let's look at these judges' names on there. Let's look at the presidencies and these governors. You know what I'm talking about? These police chiefs, police officers, these mayors. That's who we looking for. Y'all people that's judging us and telling us we wrong and putting us in jail. We want to see is your name on there too. That's the big thing. As far as these Hollywood celebrities, we understand that y'all go through the door. There's a door. You know what I'm saying? So we understand that door is there. We already know, you know, the sacrifice, you know, the bootleg, you know what I'm saying, the men wearing dresses, the you know, family members dying, you know, you know, people got to wear dresses. You know, we understand that. We hear that every day. So we not surprised if you see, you know what I'm saying, somebody like Kid Cudi on there. Okay. You know, Kevin Hart, okay, whatever. We understand that. What we're looking for is them people that's in power. That's what the public is looking for. Oh, the president is, oh, he's on here. Oh, the governor. Oh, the Supreme Court judge on there. Oh, wow, the mayor. Oh, wow, the chief of police, huh? Oh, okay. That's what we're looking for. So, again, you heard it from me first. Again, it's been altered. Trust me. So I'm going to jump back down with y'all, man, let y'all know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I'll let you, gang.